In this presentation, we will be discussing the knowledge society and information dissemination, building an informed world. So in knowledge society, this is a society driven by knowledge where the data, raw data is encapsulated and been transferred for decision making and easy access. In this particular presentation, we will delve into the definition, historical perspective of knowledge society, as well as we will go for the mitigation of knowledge society, how this knowledge society can mitigate the issues in a society, what are the different dimensions of knowledge society, and how the information dissemination can be performed with the help in a knowledge society, and how it can develop a better world. So there are the different definitions, and in the agenda paper we talked about the future description, future of knowledge society. We talked about the implications of knowledge society, how this knowledge society can help in information building, and how can this knowledge society help to foster a better living world. So with this, we are starting our deliver talk regarding knowledge society. Let's start understanding the concept of knowledge society. While we are talking about the concept of knowledge society, first of all, we need to know that is why knowledge is considered as the economic driver. As you know, how the knowledge is formed with the information. Now, the very difference between knowledge and information is, knowledge is that information where some value is added externally. That is the value information that is processed, and the information is having some added value, the tacit one, explicit, and it shaped the knowledge, it shaped the information as a knowledge. So in knowledge society, whenever we are talking about knowledge society, the knowledge society highlights how access to knowledge fuels economic growth and innovation in various sectors. So here, the knowledge is the mover or trigger for the economic growth and innovations in different sectors. As if the more knowledge we are having, the more we will have the innovation and more we will have the economic growth. So at the same time, here the transition to knowledge-based economies. So first of all, whenever we thought of the information economies, basically the Peter Drucker in 1969, he talked about the knowledge economy, and whilst from 70 onwards to 90, we had the very perspective of information economy. So now the information economy and knowledge economy, it seems that it is overlapped to one another, but actually if we see, information is nothing but the raw form of the data which is being transmitted to the society. Now it is being, now this information is being conceived by the individual, and they are evaluating that information and they are trying to make that information a knowledge. But whenever we are talking about the knowledge-based economies, this concept signifies a shift from traditional economies to those focused on information and knowledge creation. Now, in a knowledge society, information and decision making plays a big role. How information shapes decision making. So in a knowledge society, information plays a critical role in shaping decisions at all levels of society. Now, here you see, the information itself is not the decision. So we are using information and we are adding our value with that information, and ultimately we are making the knowledge, and that knowledge helps us to drive the different levels in the society. So in this slide, I am talking about knowledge as an economic driver, transition to knowledge-based economies, and economic decision making. Now, if we go for the historical evolution and emergence of knowledge economy and knowledge society, we'll see that there are the three perspectives. One is the industrial revolution impact, second one is the rise of information technology, and the third one is knowledge over labor. So what is the industrial revolution impact? The industrial revolution marked a significant turning point in history, because for the industry, from the agrarian society, whenever the industrial society came, so massive scientific development was there, because the industries were developed and the agro-based devices were not helpful for those industries. So the total society were rather ready to develop the new kinds of tools that can help the boost of industrial development. So industrial revolution had a proper impact of that one. The more devices were there, and each and every devices were refined, every technology were refined, each and every technology was refined, and there was a continuing involvement of the development of all these tools. So this industrial revolution marked a significant turning point in history and fostering in challenges in production methods and societal structures. And then we got that one, rise of information technology. The rise of information technology, as you know, has revolutionized the communication and information sharing, leading to knowledge-driven society. It not only revolutionized the communication, there is one-to-one communication, one-to-many communication, and information sharing. That is, you can share your information to others. There's a voice-based information. You can share text, graphics, audio, video, and mashup, and leading to the knowledge-driven society. The knowledge over labor. In modern societies, there was a growing emphasis on knowledge and innovation, suppressing the traditional labor-based economies. And if we talk about management, specifically all school of management thought, all the school of management thoughts was giving too much of emphasis on the labor-based economy. That is, if we put more labor, if we put more wages to the labor, so obviously the economy will boost. But right now we are seeing that one, it is not the thing. That is knowledge and innovation. The more innovative and tacit power we are having, the more better will be the development, and this is how the knowledge society developed. Now, in these key characteristics of this one, if we go, so you can talk about the UNESCO's prescription, where UNESCO talked about the 4 components of knowledge economy, or rather, that is the knowledge society. What are the 4 components? The first component is the cultural diversity. So UNESCO talked about the cultural diversity, talked about equal access to education and equal and proper access to all materials in the public domain and freedom of expression. These were the 4 perspectives developed by UNESCO. And you would see high levels of education. A knowledge society emphasizes the importance of education and continuous learning to empower individuals and communities. Now, if you go to the UNESCO's prescription, this is nothing but the 4th objective, where the freedom of expression and at the same time the freedom of access to information, all information in public domain is emphasized. And advanced technology adoption, that is the cultural perspective. The integration of advanced technologies is crucial for enhancing productivity and improving access to information in knowledge society. As you know, whenever the new technology is coming to the society, the technology is getting diffused to the society with the help of time. There should have the social system, there must have a channel, there must have a time, and ultimately it gets diffused in the society. Now, this diffusion can have the acceptance and rejection, but whenever that particular technology is a trigger, a mover, a catalyst for development, a knowledge society always engulfs it. As for example, you know that one, the artificial intelligence is rather one very important aspect of that. And effective knowledge management. While we are talking about the knowledge management practices, so knowledge management practices not only facilitate sharing, organizing and utilization of information, it also fosters innovation and collaboration. So knowledge management, the more we will try to manage knowledge, it helps us share, organization and utilization of information for effective decision making, innovation and collaboration. Now we are going for the mechanisms of information dissemination. What are the different mechanisms of information dissemination? So now we are having the traditional media and communication channel. Regarding traditional media, we have the newspapers, and they are the cornerstones of traditional media. They have been and providing structured reporting and credible information to the public. It is supposed that the newspapers must have the structured reporting and they should have the credible information to the public. Till that, we, the society, we know that one, that is the newspaper is the opinion shaper. It is actually the opinion former, or rather you can say that one, it is the opinion triggerer or role, or it's actually playing that role in a society. The significance of another media, that is the radio, it remains the vital communication channel, although right now you won't find that much of AM channels, mostly the FM channels. This is not on, but it also delivers news, entertainment to diverse audiences and specifically in the remote areas. Impact of television. So we are talking about the pillars of our society. One is the newspaper, second one is the radio, and third one is the television. Television combines visual and audio elements, making it powerful medium for information dissemination and public engagement. So, and digital media and the internet, while we are talking about the digital media and the internet, we are talking about the three perspectives. One is the revolution of information dissemination, second one is the real-time update, and third one is the interactive content. Now see, in the knowledge society, the revolution of information dissemination is there. The digital media, we are seeing the different digital media, and the internet fundamentally changed how information is shared and consumed worldwide. Now in this case, I can say that one, starting from floppy disks to right now the pen drives, all different types of media came, and many of the media has already been abolished, has become obsolete, and till date the pen drives are there, but we are having different types of virtual drives, or rather you can say that on remote drives like Google Drive, Rapid Share, like that. So digital media. So this changed how information can be shared, consumed worldwide. The repositories, they are keeping the knowledge, they are becoming the storehouse of knowledge. Each and every repository, right now we are having the open access repositories, they are keeping information and it's shared. Real-time updates, online platforms enable real-time updates, allowing users to access latest information instantly. So, and interactive content. Now the content is not having, you cannot say that one, this is just, that is, I can say that one, that is content 1.0. So what is content 1.0? That is content was developed and you cannot interact with that content. Previously we had the content, even the digital content, that content was coming in CDs and you didn't have any chance to interact. So some of the interactivity could be there or was there. So in the form of some kind of using the multimedia software. But in real-time interaction is right now possible whenever we are getting the online platform that engages users and enhances their experience and information. As you know, a Google form, that is one interactive content, and there is so many content generation tools that we are having. Now, role of social media. Well, while we are talking about the knowledge economy, we are talking about that on how knowledge is developed with the help of different tools. Now, the social media, these are helping us the instant communication. It allows us to communicate instantly, facilitating the rapid dissemination of information through various platforms. Think about Facebook, think about Twitter, think about LinkedIn, think about your that is WhatsApp. So all these are helping you to continuously communicate, instantly communicate, and facilitating rapid dissemination of information across various platforms. And engagement opportunities. Social media fosters engagement among users, enabling discussions, interactions, and enhanced community building. So initially, suppose you want to talk about your academic issues with someone. So you had to go to physically, you had to consult your teacher, you to have to seek help from the experts. But you didn't have that chance. But right now you are having that one. You have the social media that fosters engagement among users. It helps you to enable discussions, and it enriches the interaction that enhance community building. So you are not only interacting. So whenever you are using the software like Moodle, so you are not only helping other peoples, but at the same time, you can interact with them. And challenges of misinformation. So despite its benefit, the benefits are obviously there, but the social media have also present challenges, particularly in combating misinformation and ensuring credibility of shared content. So now we are going for the impact of technology in knowledge sharing. So in ICT, the advancement in information and communication technology, that is ICT, so it helps us to enhance data storage and efficient data retrieval. The advancement in ICT have significantly improved the data storage solution. So you are not actually limited with your hard disk. You can have 100 GB hard disk capacity or 100 GB access by paying Google the money, a meager amount of money, 130 rupees for 100 GB. You can get this resource, the storage, online storage from Apple by paying something like 75 rupees per month. So this is what the data storage and retrieval, you are not limited right now, and facilitating collaboration. So now you can go with the team and irrespective of geographical location, and we can exchange knowledge across the border. It's not that many of the webinars we are organized. So webinars, we are building knowledge with the help of the different inputs from the different people. And ultimately, it promotes the knowledge exchange across cultural and geographical boundaries, enriching global communication. So knowledge economy, or rather you can say the knowledge society, helped us to develop ICT advancement and enriching global communication. And now, in a knowledge society, we are seeing that one, knowledge sharing transformation. Not only we are sharing the knowledge, but all knowledge is clubbing together, and we are writing some algorithms to process that knowledge to generate something new knowledge. So that is artificial intelligence and big data analytics. They're revolutionizing how knowledge is shared by providing valuable insights to the users, personalized experiences. And these technologies, this artificial intelligence, big data, this can create the personalized experiences for the user based on data analysis behavior. You have seen that one, that is retrieval augmented, that is RAG, the retrieval augmented data. This helps us to generate the personalized data, and it helps us for the informed decision making. AI and big data empower organizations to make informed decisions by leveraging large volumes of data efficiently. So in a knowledge society, the data, the volume of data, the veracity of the data, the value of data, volume, veracity of the data has become enormous. And right now, you can, with all these information, you can develop and knowledge itself, a structured knowledge with that information, which can help you for informed decision making. And emergence of online platforms, that is where the democratization of information, initially that was only linked to a particular group of people, but right now the democratization of information, so online platform, it helped us to make education accessible to all across the globe, and it can break the geographical barrier also. And skill development opportunities, you see, this platform offers diverse courses that support skill development, catering various interests and career paths. Initially, you didn't have that opportunities. You had to rely on the physical premises, only the physical bodies, where you can enlist your name and you can develop the skill. But right now, the different avenues are there, and you can get these skills. Even you can make yourself oriented with the Swayam platform. You can make yourself oriented with the ADX, as well as you can make different other platforms which can deliver the skill development opportunities. And in a knowledge society, continuous learning has become a paramount one. Not only it helps you to learn for the lifelong learning, it helps to adapt to this fast-paced, the requirement of a kind of knowledge-based infrastructure and knowledge-based societal ambience. So let's discuss about the challenges of information dissemination. So while information is true and we are having the different networks, we have different types of accesses, but whatever we are saying that one till date, the access is very much limited to urban areas, and there we are always seeing a kind of centralization, and those who are living in the periphery of a society, they always have to rely on the central space, central sphere, just to get that information. So information, there is an engulfing digital divide, and this gap is actually minimizing the access of digital technologies, and without this one, this impacted the digital world. This is one. And we have the social inequalities. Not only digital divide is worsening these existing inequalities. Society, it affects in education, employment, access to vital services. As for example, you know, at the time of COVID, at the time of the pandemic, many of the people or many of the students, they couldn't access materials because they didn't have the network backbone. They didn't have that money to spare for the purchasing the network access. And that is where these are the social inequalities. Whenever we are talking about the information or knowledge society, we must have to say all these shaded areas also. And there are other perspectives of misinformation and fake news. There is so many misinformation there, and there is a particular term for that which is known as post-truth society. And the very first term of Donald Trump, where this misinformation took a concrete shape, and right now it has already become on very perspective. It challenges the misinformation and fake news, where we are trying to rely on more opinion-based information rather than that of the fact. So this misinformation and fake news undermine credible information sources. You are not relying on credible information sources, and you are relying on other sources like what is moving or what is actually flying in Facebook and WhatsApp, and leading to confusion and distrust among public. Media literacy is very important. Many of us do not know how to use the different types of digital media. And this is very much important in one knowledge economy. The more understanding you will have regarding different types of media, and the individuals, they will understand that is how the media literacy, why the individuals need to discern the fact from fiction in today's information landscape. And you need to know what are the trustworthy sources. Promoting trustworthy sources and fact-checking can help to combat the spread of misinformation. And there are the issues of privacy and data security concerns. And these are the rise of information sharing privacy concerns are very much there. The information stealing, there are the hackers, there are the crackers, and there are the different types of people who are, I can't say that one, they are the rogue people. They are having a different orientation towards information. Whether this is positive and negative, that society decides, but some people are rather talking about the social good and they are using information for social good, and some people, they are trying to destroy that information. So we need to go for that one. And knowledge society, one citizen or one inhabitant of knowledge society, you need to know how this privacy is important and why this privacy is important. Importance of data protection, safeguarding personal data, not only personal data as well as the corporate data. This is very much essential for maintaining trust and ensuring a secure environment. So that one for data protection, although I'm not telling you anything regarding data protection that way, but whenever we are talking about a password, many of us are having a tendency of using the small letters or capital letters, or giving a very short name of a very known person, or rather a very near or dear person. So this is totally wrong for that one, and that is why we need to know digital literacy. That is what is a part of digital literacy. And if you have that knowledge, then you can shape your knowledge economy in better way, and public trust in that handling, and building and maintaining this public trust. Like you see, the public trust, Wikipedia is one of the mostly beloved public trust and data that requires, and that is having the transparency also. You can change the data there, and where two eyes cannot see something, the 1,000 eyes can see better. As you know, the effective management for the public personal information is also important whenever you are having that. And now we are coming to the very end of this one, the future prospect of that one. So now we are going from the trends in information technology. So the Internet of Things that connects the every devices, allowing the seamless data exchange and smarter living experiences. So augmented reality that enhances the reality by overlaying digital information into a physical world. So it mimics the physical world with the help of devices, and it provides immersive experience, and this is a new way to engage the people. And there is the extreme connectivity. Advanced high-speed technology offers the faster internet speeds and improved connectivity, vital for real-time applications and data services. Now we are talking about the potentials of the data restriction, privacy, that is a blockchain in data dissemination. The secure information sharing, the blockchain technology, it allows for secure information sharing, ensuring that the data remains tamper-proof and trustworthy. As you know, the different types of algorithms like RSA, MD5 are there, and the blockchain technology, it is also one such of kind tool by which we can encrypt data in such a way so that it can become tamper-proof and trustworthy. And in this case, in a knowledge society, we have to have the faith on transparency and trust. The transparent nature of blockchain enhances trust among users, because the blockchain, the technology it is using, we are having the public key and the private key, and that is why for all transactions which are recorded and visible to the participants, so it increases trust. And the decentralized data control, where the data control is in a power, the blockchain empowers users by giving them the control of their data, by reducing the reliance over the central authorities. Now, the future of knowledge societies in a globalized world. So if we talk about what the knowledge societies will do and how the knowledge societies can shape the globalized world, so we can say evolving the knowledge societies are not static. Knowledge societies are evolving rapidly because knowledge is always developing, and it is not developing in a circular way. It is rather developing in a spiral way. So each and every time the knowledge is developed, that knowledge is getting diffused to the society, and by this way, knowledge societies are evolving rapidly, adapting to global changes and technological advancement. And this is obviously enhancing our learning and collaboration. The more bigger the knowledge society will be, the more knowledges will there the store in the storage, and we'll have the access of that knowledge. And technology here plays a catalyst. Technology seems to be a powerful catalyst for innovation, because without the help of technology, you have the innovation and you have the output in between. If you want to convey what is the innovation and how this innovation can get diffused to the society, you require something in between, and that is what is technology. So technology serves as a powerful catalyst for innovation. It enables seamless communication and knowledge sharing across borders. So here the geographical limitation, territorial limitation is nowhere, and the interconnected societies. And the globalization fosters interconnectedness. Now, whenever we are talking about internet, we cannot say where is internet, where is the headquarter of internet, how this interconnectedness operates. But we know that every machine is connected somewhere, and my information, whenever I'm being a client, asking for information, seeking information, servers which are having that information is transferring that information from any global places, any places beyond of any geographical division. So it creates the informed society which harnesses the collective intelligence for problem solving. So it is not only giving us the actually solving the problem. Initially, so some of the cases, suppose we are using the Linux operating system, we need to resolve some issues. We didn't have any such support from a local place. So in that case, right now you see, whenever we have the ICT, you can post that one in any forum like Stack Overflow or any other place, and within an hour you will get some responses there. Now see, this collective intelligence, if we collect, this will develop a real knowledge pool on that very topic, which is nothing but the mover of a better knowledge society. And in conclusion, I must say that the importance of knowledge society. The knowledge society is very much essential for fostering informed and engaged population, because it drives progress in various fields. The knowledge itself is the main trigger. What I am saying, it is not the product which we are possessing in our place. Suppose we are having a pressure cooker in our home, but it is not the important thing, but we need to know the very theory how this particular instrument works with the help of the theories of physics. That is important, and that is what is the importance of knowledge society. And the dynamics of information dissemination. We need to know how information is generated, how information shapes a society, how information addresses our challenges, and how does information shapes knowledge society. And last but not the least, knowledge sharing empowers us. If we share our knowledge, it empowers our people, our brothers, our sisters, our communities, and ultimately it cares the total global society for creating a real, nurturing and bothering world. Thank you.